Hi everybody, Amanda here, and today we're going to work on opening up the side body. I will request that you pull out your foam roller. I trust you all have your foam roller handy and nearby because you just used it to foam roll your quads. And the next thing I'm going to request you grab is some sort of, if you're lucky enough to have a yoga bolster will work, or you could grab a pillow or a couple of pillows, all right? So if you need to, press pause, grab your supplies, and come back here and meet me up. Okay, so let's get started by foam rolling the side of the body. We're gonna start underneath the armpit, right here. There's a lot of good muscle right in here we're gonna get into. I'm gonna lie down right on top on the side, put my hand behind my head, and you can lift your hips up if you need to, and then we'll rock side to side, forward and back, and then side to side. Forward and back, so we're not making like big movements here, and then side to side, and you're just getting right underneath that armpit. And then we'll just move it up just a little bit more, and then we'll go forward and back, and then side to side. So starting right up underneath the armpit, and then we're making our way down just a little bit more, forward and back, and side to side. All right, finally, just a little bit further down, we go forward and back, and side to side, forward and back, and side to side. Woo, real tight for me over there. And then we'll switch and do the other side. It might feel good to reach one arm up and overhead. Breathe into the side of the body. All right, let's come on to the other side. We're gonna get right underneath the armpit. We wanna get right into this juicy muscle, right into here. Go right underneath, take the left hand behind the head, lift up the hips if you need to. We go forward and back, tiny little motions, and then we go side to side, forward and back and side to side, that's all. Doesn't have to be a long thing, just forward and back, side to side. We're not gonna be here forever. And then we go down just a little bit more. Take your left hand behind the head, lift the hips up. We go side to side and forward and back and side to side. Just getting into that side body muscle. And then we'll just go up just a little bit more, still staying on the ribs. Forward and back and side to side and forward and back and side to side. Ooh, that feels good. All right, and then lift the torso all the way up. We'll take the foam roller and place it off to the side. All right, so rise up to stand on top of the knees, hands to the hips, lift the torso up. We'll start by taking the left foot out to the left, and I want you to make sure that the right hip is moving into the left hip. Let's stretch the left leg out and take the left toes forward. Again, if the butt started to stick out here on the right, I want you to move the right hip into the left and take the pelvis forward so we have a nice neutral positioning of the pelvis. Stretch the right arm up to the ceiling and slowly reach that left arm all the way up and over to the left leg. The back of the left hand is touching the shin or the knee or the thigh, wherever you happen to be. And then you'll slide down as much as the side body will allow you to do. All right, so if this right hip here got lazy and started to stick out, this is the key, everybody. If you don't get this right, you're not gonna feel what I'm wanting you to do. I want you to move that hip in. Move the right hip into the left. That is key. Stretch the right arm up to the sky, right? So hopefully you're feeling a little bit of stretch here in the side body. And then we take that arm up and over the ear towards the left. We'll reach that nice and long. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out for 2. Reach, 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 reach. Breathing in. And for 1, lift the torso all the way up. Take the left knee to meet the right knee, and let's do the other side. Step the left foot out to the left. See how the body wants to turn into the left leg here? We want to keep the body turned and open forward. That knee is going to want to cave in. Let's take that knee back so the inner thighs can open well. We'll stretch out the left leg and stretch out the right leg and turn the right toes forward. Now, if the left hip gets lazy here, pull the left hip in to meet the right. I'm going to do that again just in case I lost you there. If that hip, that left hip starts to sink over to the left, move it into the right. Did you get that? Okay, good. It's key. It's key to feeling this, all right? So now we don't want the butt to stick up behind you. We want there to be a nice neutral-ish positioning of the pelvis. We stretch the right arm up nice and high, lift it all the way up and take it up and over to the back of the shin. And we slide that arm down as much as the right side of the body will allow you. All right, stretch the left arm up this time. Reach it up. High, 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 high. I already have a lot of stretch happening in here. If that left butt gets lazy and sticks out, it's not going to work. You have to move it into the right. Stretch that left arm up and then over the ear towards the right side. Reach it nice and long. Take a long breath in. Exhale for 2. Breathing in. And exhale for 1. Lift the torso all the way up. Take the right knee to meet the left knee. Okay, good. So facing the front of the mat, grab onto your yoga bolster and lay it down so that it is perpendicular with the long part of your yoga mat. We'll start by lying down on the left side of the body. We'll place the bolster right underneath the armpit, right over the ribs, stretch the left arm out to the side, and you could take the right arm up and over just like this. And we'll pause here to breathe. We're allowing the right set of ribs to open up. Breathing in and breathing out. You could angle the body forward a little bit more. You can angle the right hip forward a little bit more. Play around with it and see what feels really good. By angling forward, you might be able to open up the lower back a little bit more, send some breath into the low back. But we have that bolster right underneath the left part of the ribs, right underneath the armpit, so you can get the right ribs to pop up and expand. And hopefully it feels good for you. And there's some schools of thought out there that say the right side of the body is sometimes locked down in this area, or tighter in that area. So if that's the case, if those theories are correct, we want to stay here for a little bit longer and really breathe into the right ribs. Breathing in and breathing out. And if it's true for you, it may be true for a lot of people, but maybe not for you. But if you do feel it's a little bit more tight, locked down on the right side, stay here a little bit longer. Take another breath in. And a long exhale out. One more breath in. And a long exhale out. Very good. Take your right hand into the ground. Take your left hand into the ground and lift the torso all the way up. And let's go and let's do the other side. So we'll go on and put the bolster right underneath the right armpit this time. And I'm not mirroring you right now. I am facing the camera, but rest assured, this is underneath the right armpit. My right arm is stretched long. The left hip is stacked on top of the right. And we'll stretch the left arm up and overhead so you get the left side of the ribs to open up a little bit more. And we'll breathe into the left side. Breathe in. And breathing out. All of this should feel really good. Breathing in. And breathing in. And there are some schools of thought out there. There's some people that believe the left side is a lot more open than the right side when it comes to the side body. So if you've received medical advice to not spend so much time opening up the left side, then you could always skip this and just go back onto the right side and open there. But if you feel like you're locked down here on the left, stick with me and just breathe into the left side of the body. Take a long breath in and a long exhale out. You could angle that chest forward a little bit more. Maybe see if you can get into the lower back a little bit more. One more breath in here. And exhale out. Very good. So let's press down through the left hand, press down through the right hand, and make your way all the way up to sit. How are you feeling? How is the side of your body feeling? Hopefully a lot a lot longer along the sides. Hopefully the breath is expanding a little bit more in here. I would recommend this after you do a long run or a quality workout, or maybe just after a really stressful day. Might feel good to open up the lungs in a part of your body we tend to not focus on too much. Have a great week of training, and I'll see you next time.